Once upon a time in Egypt, a time long after the death of Joseph and his brothers and all who lived in their generation, there arose a new Pharaoh in Egypt who knew nothing about Joseph or what he had done. At this time, the descendants of Israel had multiplied exceedingly and increased in numbers. They were called the Israelites or the Hebrews, and had become so numerous that the land was filled with them. Thus the new Pharaoh said to his people, "Look, the people of Israel now outnumber us and are stronger than we are. Come, let us deal shrewdly with them, or they will increase even more, and if a war breaks out, they may join our enemies, fight against us, and leave the country." And so the Egyptians made the Israelites their slaves and appointed slave masters over them to oppress them with forced labor, hoping to wear them down with heavy burdens. They forced them to build the cities of Pithom and Ramesses as supply centers for Pharaoh. But the more they were oppressed, the more they multiplied and the more they spread. Thus, the Egyptians came to dread the Israelites. They worked them without mercy and made their lives bitter with hard labor in brick and mortar and with all kinds of work in the fields. Every service they imposed was harsh. Then Pharaoh said to the Hebrew midwives, whose names were Shiphrah and Puah, "When you help the Hebrew women give birth, observe them on the birth stools. If the child is a son, kill him, but if it is a daughter, let her live." However, the midwives feared God and did not do as Pharaoh had instructed, for they let the boys live. Thus Pharaoh summoned the midwives and asked them, "Why have you let the boys live?" And they answered, "Hebrew women are not like Egyptian women, for they are vigorous and give birth before a midwife arrives." And for this reason the Lord God was kind to the midwives. He blessed them with houses and families of their own, and the Israelites continued to multiply and grew very mighty. Then Pharaoh commanded all his people, saying, "Throw every newborn Hebrew son into the Nile River, but you may allow the daughters to live." Now there was a man of the tribe of Levi who married a Levite woman. The woman conceived and bore a son, and when she saw that he was a beautiful child, she hid him for 3 months. But when she could no longer hide him, she got a basket made of papyrus reeds and waterproofed it with tar and pitch, and she put the baby in the basket and laid it among the reeds along the bank of the Nile River. Then she charged the baby's older sister with watching over him, and the little girl hid at a distance, watching to see what would happen to him. Soon enough, Pharaoh's daughter went down to the Nile to bathe, along with her attendants. She saw the basket among the reeds and sent her female servant to get it. And when she opened it and saw the baby who was crying, she felt sorry for him and said, "This is one of the Hebrew babies." Then the baby's sister appeared from her hiding and approached the princess and said to her, "Shall I go and get one of the Hebrew women to nurse the baby for you?" And the princess answered, "Yes, go ahead." Thus the girl went and called the boy's mother, and the princess said to the woman, "Take this baby and nurse him for me. I will pay you for your help." And so the woman took her baby home and nursed him. When the child grew older, she took him to Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son. She named him Moses, for she said, "I drew him out of the water."